Hey everybody, Ryan here with Ray's latest, and today we're going to talk about this team just started playing spring training. They played the Braves on Saturday and the Pirates on Sunday. And Jacob Melton, like I've been saying for you guys for weeks now, I think he should be the opening day right fielder. That's just what I've been saying. I've been saying this for a while now. And in his second game this spring, he hit a ball that I would like to say he hit the ball so hard that it didn't register because they didn't get a distance reading on it. But he hit a homer that was the pitching coach in the bullpen coach said that when asked how far did it go, because they were out there in the outfield, he said really, really far. So I'm just going to put that out there. Jacob Melton is looking like he's starting to hit that stride early on in the spring that I'm really excited for, and I would love to see him be kind of an everyday outfielder piece for us, as well as a couple other guys that were pretty impressive. I mean, Fiducia behind the plate w was all right. He worked some good counts. He didn't do anything necessarily crazy from a bat to ball perspective, but just the working counts, getting pitch counts up, working walks. He did well there. And some other guys that were pretty impressive as well. Velati had some good ABs. He didn't get any hits. He's still 0 for so far in the spring, but it is game two of the spring, so just seeing guys be able to work counts, work pitchers, see as many pitches as possible is what I want to see. Trey Morgan kind of has had an interesting time at it. He has three strikeouts over two games. He's 0 for 5 as well. And he's growing. You know, he this is kind of his first big league. This is his first big league spring training. He's facing big league arms. He's facing some real dudes, and it's just going to take some time for him. I think he's getting there, obviously, and I think that I've seen the progression from him over the two games is just from at bat to at bat to at bat. It's just slight improvements in the way that I believe that he is taking at bats and the way that he is going with these things. So I'm kind of excited with the little tiny bits of progression I've seen from him. But the emphasis is on Jacob Melton, and I think that obviously Junior played the first game against the Braves, went 2 for 3 as he should. He's I think one of the best players in all of baseball, and he he just shows up to the yard and performs. And so him going 2 for 3, not really surprised. But the other interesting thing is Taylor Walls being scratched from the lineup Sunday with an oblique strain slash injury slash whatever you want to call it, got scratched from the lineup. So that's something we need to look out for, is especially how, because obliques are nothing easy to deal with. I completely believe that obliques are a serious problem, and just even the minor strain with that could go miles. So I think that's something we need to look out on, especially on the Carson Williams, Taylor Walsh shortstop front. And Carson Williams has had some decent at bats as well. But for the most part, the main guys aren't really playing as of right now. It's a lot of just the prospect guys and a lot of the non-roster invites that are playing as of right now. Griffin Jacks had three strikeouts in his one inning of work, also allowed a hit. But when you strike out the side and don't give up a run in one inning, I don't really care what else you do. That's just my perspective. Unless you're giving up barrels and kind of working counts to where you're getting into a lot of 3-2, working that pitch count up. That's when I care about that. But if you strike out the side in an inning of work, that's what I want my closer to do. And especially with you set up having the shoulder injury and shoulder problem that he's dealing with, we do need Griffin Jacks to step up into that role. And I think that this is a great start to that. Just one inning, three Ks. I would love for that to happen in the ninth inning against the Yankees in Tropicana Field. Just saying. But what I've seen, obviously, we did lose both games. Spring training, as many of you guys know, does not matter because your team's not actually playing. And when I say that your team's not actually playing, you're throwing 6 to 9 guys in a game. A lot of those guys are minor leaguers who are just getting big league camp work, just kind of, and a lot of those times it's to just fill innings and to complete a game for the most part. And hitters, you're not seeing your starting lineup play for a full 9 innings. So there's the when we get later into spring training, the first, I would say, first 6 innings late in spring training is kind of meaningful because that's when the guys are getting their 2 to 3 at bats. You'll see the Aaron Judges, the Bryce Harpers, they'll be getting at bats. Junior will be getting more and more at bats. Cedric Mullins will be getting more and more at bats. Rondo will be getting more and more at bats. And I think that once we get further into spring training, it'll start to matter a little more because pitchers will be working into their third, fourth, and fifth inning starts, and you'll see guys get extended further into games from a pitching perspective and from a hitting perspective. As of right now, I'm not worried with losing games, and obviously the games they don't matter, but I would like to see our guys just from a roster perspective from top to bottom perform. And losing doesn't necessarily portray what I've been seeing. So I'm excited from what I've seen, especially from the guys I know that are going to be contributing to the roster this season. I'm excited from what I've seen from them, and I think that just slowly transitioning into the rest of the spring, it's going to be great. But the next thing I'll talk about, McClanahan finally throws live. He threw to Taylor Walls, Yanni Diaz, and Victor Mesa Jr. He only threw 16 pitches in live, but he was only working about 80%. So it's kind of just easing things into it. And he said that he felt like his old self. And with the August procedure and everything of that nature, he said, I feel like the healing process really didn't start with the actual nerve until surgery. So I've really only been seeing the difference since August. So there's still stuff going on. We're almost there, though. We're almost there. He's a little anxious. He says, I had to like control myself. He said, we were talking going about 80%. It was just kind of weird to go throttle out there and trust it and just kind of feel it out our first time facing batters in some time. Finally, almost through it. Still a little healing left, but we're so close. And so I was ready to get out there and just do it. Kevin Cash says he was thrilled. He was encouraged. He was 94 to 97 with his fastball. Had a mixed in changeups through all of his pitches, curveball, slider, everything. Said the best part was that he walked off the mound smiling. You could tell he was having a good time just with the banter going back between him, Yandy, and Taylor and stuff like that. When Mac's doing that, that's a good sign for us. This is exactly what I want to hear. Shane McClanahan is trending in the right direction. Granted, only 16 pitches. I'm curious to kind of know what those 16 pitches look like. We're probably not going to ever see that video footage on that. There might be some amateur footage out there somewhere that will try and find if there is, but he's loving what he's doing. He feels good. He's progressing himself into it. It's fantastic for the Tampa Bay Rays. It is fantastic for all the fans involved that Shane McClanahan is going to be back this year, and I cannot wait because he is absolutely electric. A lefty that throws 100 with an unbelievable changeup. I haven't seen anything like it. The metrics on that are very intriguing to me, and if you are a metric nerd like myself, you should go look up what those metrics are. I'll let you do that yourself. But him being back, him being comfortable, him being confident what he's doing is great for the Rays, and I love everything about it. And I think that if he can progress all of this into early April, and if when he's good to go, obviously he's going to be on pitch count. Obviously, it's going to be a slow grade into it, kind of what we saw with Rasmussen throwing just inning spot works out of the pen. I don't think McClanahan's ever going to do that. I think he's going to be starter regardless, and I think it's just going to be going based on what his pitch count and things of that nature is. But when he's full throttle and ready to go, it's going to be great. And I think that he's going to contribute a massive amount to the Tampa Bay Rays this year, especially when we get deeper into the season, when we get into June, July, and August. He's going to be full go, barring any setbacks. And I think he's going to do fantastic. And I'm just excited to have him back on the mound in a Rays uniform. And I want him to perform the best that he can. And I think that all Rays fans will agree with me on that. But you guys let me know what you guys think about McClanahan kind of touching the mound, and especially what you guys have seen over the two spring training games that we've played, and any type of discrepancies or anything like that that you've seen that you want us to fix and work out. And also the things that you like, the things that you were thrilled to see, what you saw that kind of excited you a little bit from just prospects perspective, pitching perspective, anything like that. Let me know what you guys think, and you guys have a great one.